Hello. How are you guys doing? What a wonderful way to greet me. How are you doing? Um, Today is the 3rd of October, the 3rd of Halloween, so doing a little bit of spooky art would be good. I haven't done my Inktober thing for today. I've done it every other day so far. Makes it sound like it's a lot of work. It's been 2 days prior to this one. Last time well, before I get into that, I did. Oh, one person resubscribed while I was away. Wow, I'm just all over the fucking place right now. Anyway, Tilda pointed out right before I went live on Twitter that was it PAX South or South by, one of the two that I'd probably go to. PAX South is taking panel submissions. Is there any panel that I could run that anyone from Texas or would be willing to fly to Texas to see? If you've got ideas, let me know. There's that infamous Twitch Prime badge. Anyway, I also want to show you something, because last time we talked about the other candidates. So I did a little bit of looking into them, right? And Momoko is being a very bad girl right now. So Flash Games is the one that instantly comes to mind with me. So I looked into the two other candidates, Jill Stein and Gary Johnson, because last Monday was the first presidential debate, neither of which were, featured. And I just want to share with you something. Now, I'm not going to say that I if you want to vote for Gary Johnson, that's fine. I just want to show everyone this video because I find it hilarious. While watching it, I experienced a bell curve. The bell curve was roughly my willingness to give him a legitimate shot at the presidency, go, yeah, I could vote for this guy maybe, or at least, I'd like to hear more of what this guy says. But instead of it curving back down smoothly, it just drops like a stone, all within about 20 to 30 seconds. See if you can figure out where that drop-off happens. And I want you guys to have the exact same experience that I did when I saw this. So let me give you a window capture region of this. Oop. That kind of spoiled things. Hopefully no one actually could read that in the amount of time that it was up on screen. There we go. I figure I'll get the presidential banter out of the way. So this happened on MSNBC while he was having a conversation with a reporter. Let's watch. See if you can figure out where I stopped wanting to give him respect. Now, did you catch that? The moment where I stopped wanting to respect him. Do I need to play that back? Maybe you can see where the bell curve ends. Is right around that point. Right around this point that's happening right now. Anyway, I thought I'd share. I don't know why he's doing that. It's so fucking weird, man. There's no context to that. He just does that. It's weird. Anyway. It's fucking so bizarre. Is he okay? Yeah. From what I was able to read of the transcript that was made, he was saying he could just stand up there gagged the entire time. As if he had his tongue in his mouth. But that was a weird fucking thing to do. He also had his little bit where he said that climate change is an issue, but we shouldn't have to worry about it too much because at some point, the sun will explode. Which is true. Although it will happen well before we have to worry about that. So anyway, I've got a commission link that's auto playing via Moobot. Lots of people are auto hosting me as well. We stopped last time on a card. I forget which one. I think the 4 Pinnacles. And we're just gonna pick it up from there. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I think we'll fuck up the Earth via global warming and such long before the sun explodes. The sun will consume us before it explodes. I mean, it's gonna be a while. But it's not the most pressing of concerns. So last time we started on the full, but we didn't finish it. I also want to show you guys this. So look at this. And then look at this. You guys see the difference? I think I like this version better. Do you see the difference? Let me zoom in. So here's Azai. Here's version 1. Here's version 2. I've just taken out all of the contrast. It's just 2 colors. It's white and black, as opposed to white, black, and gray. I think I like this version better, the high contrast version. Oh, the screen is black. Oh. Do you guys see the difference between these 2 things that I'm not showing you? Great. Good job, Colin. Let's try that again. There you go. I prefer the second black screen. It's like when you go to the eye doctor, it's like, is this better or is this better? And it's like, they look identical to me. I still can't see shit. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right, there we go. Let's try that again. So we've got this version, right? And then we've got this version. This version. This version and this version. I think I like this version better. The difference is that this version has just black, whites, and grays, and this version has contrast, so it's just black and white. Really high contrast. It makes things look a little bit cleaner, I think. I've only done it to this one, so I couldn't really tell you. But what do you guys think? This version or this version? The contrasty one is good. I like the solid too. Yeah, I kind of think I prefer it because I like how it could be converted over to a woodblock very easily. The contrast version is good. Okay, so that's really easy for me to fix. I'll just do them all after I'm done doing them. I like the one with the ink pen lines. The other one just looks smudged. Okay, high contrast. Everyone says high contrast. Okay, and that's just the way that this tool works. Is it does give you the lines. You know, rather than drawing the full, which is where we were last time, I'd like to maybe start with something lesser. We just got done with the 4 Pinnacles, and I'd like to move on. But before we do, I am going to start up the music so the people on After Hours can be listening along. The album we're starting with is Don't Break the Oath by Merciful Fate. It is, I haven't heard much of this one, but Come to the Sabbath, the last song on the record, is one of my absolute favorite songs that Merciful Fate did. So, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let me get my tablet out. Where's the red box when you need it? No, I like the original version of the song, Death Kiss. Yes, I'm drawing tarot cards. All right, so let's do the 5 of Pentacles. So I do need to bust out my book. The music's a little loud for you. I'll bring it down. I'm not talking much right now. I'm just kind of... I'd like to do the tower today. All right, so the Five of Pentacles warns of financial disaster or loss of security of some kind has occurred recently, or else is on the way. The insecurity may be the result of losing a job, bankruptcy, general losses of money, some kind. So basically something bad. Is the skeleton wearing a jester's hat? Yes, it's the Fool. So it would. So basically, like, you're about to get fucked by, I still think I like the, if you like this, check out Death Kiss. I think it's a better song. I love it. I don't think it's on this album. It was like the first draft of it. Alright, so the original Rider Tarot version has like a couple of like beggars walking in front of a stained glass window. And two mendicants in the snowstorm pass a lighted casement. Okay, that was like two words that I didn't understand. So some sort of like financial ruin. I think I might keep going with the Fool because I don't know how to draw that yet. I fortunately had a friend of mine. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but she used to come by stream all the time, especially when I would do like spooky night stuff and stuff like that. And she was doing a giveaway where she was doing free tarot readings on Tumblr. So I was like, hell yeah, sign me up for that shit. And so she offered to correct me on any of this stuff that's wrong, and also laughed at some of my stupid jokes that I made. So, you know, that's always good. Because I don't claim to be an expert in tarot. She doesn't either, but she knows what she's doing. So the reading that she gave me included the Five of Swords, and all the fives, all the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, all the digits like that are kind of similar to each other. So the five is like some sort of betrayal that has happened recently, whereas like the Five of Swords is some sort of betrayal that happened recently, whereas the Five of Pentagrams is like something about like financial ruin, right? There's a pattern there. Is there any game that I absolutely despise? I don't think there's any game that I like despise. There's a lot of games that I don't really get, and there are games that I don't get but I don't like. I get League of Legends and Dota. I understand why they're popular. I don't think they're bad games. They're just not games that I would enjoy ever. How much have you missed? Not much. We're not even through the first song, so not much at all. Oh, Baby Hazel doesn't really count as a song, does it? Or a game, right? Ural's Chasm, yeah, that one maybe. Yeah, that's a fucking shit game. There you go. Uriel's Chasm and Gary's Day One Gary's Incident. There's some issue, by the way, with Osiris or whatever that game was that I played. They have like a copyright claim on it, so if you haven't seen that yet on After Hours, that's still being taken care of. Or I may have just decided not to release it because it's shit. That game was awful. I understand that if I had just gone the right direction, I could have gotten to the titanium easier. Major minor, I understand why it exists, and it serves a very specific demographic, which, whatever, it's not me, you know? Why did I stream earlier today? It's okay, it was just Stardew Valley. I feel like winter is really boring, and so I figured if like less people were able to watch, it's not as big of a deal, and we can progress to the cool parts of the game again. But yeah, Osiris was shit. Don't buy it. So I don't know if they're. I think they did something weird when they were doing the claims. It happens. Shopkeep had the same problem with their music, so I don't suspect any malicious activity because of it. But I would not recommend Osiris to anyone really. Like, it needs a lot more updates before it's even where I consider looking at it again. I don't have cows yet is the problem. A lot of people are saying, oh, take care of your livestock during the winter. And it's like, you mean like the one chicken? I like the 8-minute solo that we've got going on. That's pretty sweet. That's very King Diamond. How is Shopkeep? I would recommend it to probably basically just streamers and YouTubers. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily to the average everyday person, because I think the majority of my enjoyment with that game is interacting with the chat and kind of fucking with chat and stuff. I used to recommend it to everyone, but I don't think that's right, because I feel like the gameplay is a little bit slow paced. And if you don't have anything else going on, it could be really fucking dull. I practiced a little bit, like I was talking about this when I was playing, Krangus needs a friend. Krangus, when I get around to it. No, it's good, ADX. You do you, man, and it'll all work out. I'll stream at a time that's convenient to you eventually. Yeah, Stardew Valley got an update while I was streaming it. So we didn't check it out, because that would have involved restarting the game, and that might have fucked up my save, and I really wasn't looking into doing that right at the minute. He was still working on fixing the kinks up until I was about to finish. It was like the last 30 minutes or so. Yeah, so Baby Hazel, for some reason, someone has gone through and claimed most of the cutscenes for Baby Hazel games. It's kind of special because it's just Baby Hazel. I don't know why. So I'm getting my network to look into it, which is the reason you get a network, especially a good one like Screenwave, to take care of you, you know? Yeah, you lose a little bit of money for paying them to do it, but the amount of times that I've been able to get out of situations like that and the number of games that I've been able to get from them because of that service is totally worth me paying them. Claim the cutscene, but not the game. Kind of both. It's not really odd, honestly. It's really common for, I mean, Nintendo does it. All the title screen cutscenes, like when you're getting your points scored in like Splatoon or anything like that, it gets claimed. Because Nintendo doesn't understand new technology. That's why I don't really. I learned something interesting about Abigail, the album, the other day. I was looking up the numerology thing, because isn't Vinesauce under the same network? All of us that are really doing a lot of the Nintendo are really doing the YouTube thing. I mean, are. I recommended that Screenwave check out GPM, and either Vinny or I think it was Vinny, most likely, recommended that they check me out. And they treat me well. I'd recommend looking into them if you're getting into YouTube and you've got like a few thousand subscribers. There's something weird going on with his eyes. I don't really care for it. Yeah, that's the general idea, Striker, is I'm trying to introduce people into stuff that either I like a lot or that I'm trying to get into. Like, King Diamond is my idol. That's the singer on these. But, this is some old school metal. This is very old school, early. I would call it black metal. Yol would not, but he's also a stickler for metal. He likes to just consider all black metal is just second wave black metal, and like that leaves out like Venom and Hellhammer and Merciful Fate. Nah, dude, they are, but it's like first wave, which is a technical description that matters very little to anyone who isn't into metal, but I disagree with him. Second wave black metal is like Immortal and Mayhem, and Mayhem is on this list. I've added a couple of suggestions by people to the list, so there's some weird stuff in here too, so I don't know if it's good. Proto black metal, possibly. I mean, I think it has a lot of auditory similarities to stuff like Venom, which is why I like Venom so much. How does this look without the line art layer? Not awful, but it needs this here. Oh. For a second there, I thought I was drawing on the line art layer again. He's gonna throw my virtual life away first. Hey, man. Yeah, it's gonna be just random. Part of me wants to do it based on, like, people who are around chat a lot, but I know I'm gonna, like... I mean, there are people who just lurk, you know? And props to the lurkers, because, you guys are cool, too. Most of the people I met at TMG were people who lurk my chat rather than actually, like, interact with it all the time. And that's totally fine, dude. Whatever makes you happy. Like, if my content makes you happy by just, like, enjoying it while it's in the background, or just, not interacting with chat, you just want to watch a stream or whatever, that's cool with me. I understand both. I lurk a lot of streams. I've been trying to watch more streams of other people. Been watching a lot of Ima recently. I don't get Yokai Watch yet, but, I mean, I get it, but I don't get some of the intricacies of the gameplay. Venom isn't real black metal? They invented the term black metal. How can you say that they're not black metal? That's why the delineation of first wave exists. Is literally just for them and for like Hellhammer and Merciful Fate and stuff. My chat's a little bit slower paced, so it's a little bit easier to interact. And it's weird because the chat that's like, I mean, this is like half the size of today's earlier stream, which was kind of a surprise for me in general, because this is more prime time, right after people get out of school and class and stuff, in American times anyway. But I had more people watching early in the morning for Stardew. Maybe it was because of the new Stardew update. I don't know, but I'm probably going to be streaming early in the morning. Unless if I get commissions, in which case I need to work on those. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, I won't be able to stream while I'm there anyway. So I'll probably use that time to... Honestly, Duke, don't worry about it too much. Like, if you're a punk and you're listening to metal for the first time, I highly recommend that you go and listen to stuff like Guar and Municipal Waste, Toxic Holocaust, stuff like that, because they are so close to being like punk. That, I mean, punk metal exists. I mean, the line between like early Metallica and punk is really thin because they listen to a lot of Misfits. Um, so, oh, I like that riff. Oh, that riff is so fucking cool. I need to add some like details here and stuff. But yeah, definitely recommend Guar. This is a little bit more operatic than something like punk would be. But like Helena and early Metallica, like there's some Sanitarium in Helena. Or more, there's some Helena and Sanitarium. Well, thank you, Mozart. He does need teeth. I was just waiting to do those details until we got a little bit further in, but I think it's about time to do them. I think we can probably turn off the line art layer now. Yeah, the Beavis and Butthead game is about them getting tickets to Guar. And I haven't watched much Beavis and Butthead. Really just clips of it. I've never actually sat down and watched the thing. But, Guar. I've been getting into them a lot. Rev is my daddy. What a weird... Why... Why do you exist? To refer to you is like gonna be really difficult because either I call you Rev, which is my name, or Daddy, which is something that I'm never going to call anyone other than my father, and I don't even do that, man. But apparently, I haven't totally fucked up my discussion of pagan stuff so far on stream. When I was talking to my friend earlier today, she said I basically got, well, at least got one joke right. Kind of an obscure, weird pagan joke. Because apparently, according to conspiracy theorists on the internet, I am a Satanist. Which, right now, really not doing anything to defend myself from that. Is my, maybe. That's pretty good so far, but we need to make sure that we want to make sure that we get the grenade looking right. So I do need to Google a grenade, like that pineapple grenade. And we had the name for it. It was like a German M1 Mark II grenade. Would us subs technically be considered your extended family? What? All right. I'm just gonna ignore that and move forward. It's not gonna let me do that, is it? Also, this has got to be like there. Let's see. Twitch. There it is. I'm just gonna shrink this down and put it off to the side because I can't have it on top of the side layer, or else some weird shenanigans happen. All right, so the little clip goes like this, right? See, this is where Merciful Fate is really starting to figure out what it's doing, you know? And the pin is in his other hand, and then there's a line. Actually, the grenade continues up a bit more. It goes like that. And ADX asked me a question. I didn't read it. I'm sorry. He's not throwing the grenade. He's just like, look, I've got a grenade, and I'm going to pull the pin because I don't know what the fuck's going on because I'm a fool. I'm about to get fucked, but I don't know it. And that's my understanding of what the fool means. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's fun getting in touch with old friends. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time, I am completely incapable of keeping in touch with anyone. Family, friends, anyone that exists. So it's nice every now and then when it just works out that you get in touch with them or they get in touch with you. Except for when they're shit. Fortunately, this friend is not. And unfortunately, she does not have connection to. Wouldn't he be holding down the trigger? No. The trigger's flying up in the air because he doesn't give a fuck. I think that's the way it works, yeah. I like the little organ solo thing here. Can I be someone you don't know at all on the internet? Sure. I'm just bad at keeping in touch. This is so corny. I love it though. I really do. Like all this cheese, I love this kind of shit. Like that would have been really fancy back in the day. I'm gonna actually rotate this. I love Psy. Can I be... I'm going to subscribe just so he has to say my name. Are you sure that will work? All in all, I haven't enjoyed this album as much as other Merciful Fate albums, mainly because I feel like this one's so early that he quite hadn't figured out what he was doing yet. I do have notifications. They just don't pop up on the screen. I read them when it pops up in chat. Torture the chart. Play the worst music possible. No, I'm just gonna play metal I like and songs that I should get into. Like, I put some gore on here because I've been trying to get into them, but I don't know their good stuff. So I just put on one of the albums that sounded good, had a couple songs that I really care for, and I just want to listen to again on this stream. So... Oh, yeah. No, there's a high possibility that I won't pronounce your name correctly. That's also a option. Gunner V. Just describe... Thank you, Gunner, for subscribing via Twitch Prime. Why is it Gunner the? If you mind me asking. This is when he was very much a Satanist. In the name of Satan. I don't think that the tip badge... Well, do you subscribe normally? Mispronounce my name. Okay, Boss Tobster. I don't think it would be that hard to pronounce your name, to be honest. Okay, I do want to make a green layer under this one. And just get some of this stuff worked out. So this goes down like this. And then it has its, like, curve here. Doesn't everyone go through a Satanism phase? I mean, I feel like if you're doing metal, you basically have to some degree. You at least have to, like, play lip service to the devil, right? Why does this skeleton have fingernails? You know what? You're kind of right. I'm just kind of... Nifs, thank you for subscribing via Twitch Prime. No, fingernails won't stick around. They fall off pretty quick after your skin falls off. They're pretty highly attached to that. And did Gunnar ever answer that? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, white metal, I think is the term for it. Shitty, like, attempts at black metal, but done by Christians. It's like, I'm sorry? Like, look, you guys... Black metal was intentionally made as an insult to Christianity. Like, you can't co-opt that. It was intentionally made to be a, you know... They burned down churches. Mayhem burned down churches. Like, you can't co-opt that. I'm sorry. There's certain things in this world you can't co-opt. It's bizarre, man. Let's listen to some Christian nu metal. Let's not ever. Are you into paganism, witchcraft? I mean, I'm a reverend, so I'm aware of both to an extreme degree. I did get a tarot reading earlier today, and it was good. It was nice. It was from that friend, because, like I said, she was holding a thing where you could get a free tarot reading. It was interesting. It was very interesting, and I hope it comes true. Basically said my past was shit as far as finances and stuff, but things are getting better. There's going to be a huge change soon, and then things will be better. There's a really hilarious video of this song where they got like He-Man singing it. It's really fucking weird. And I can't hear this song without thinking of that, and I haven't in a while. What about All-Star, that obscure black... Fuck you. I mean, everyone wishes they could be good at art without any practice, but fortunately, those are the people who also commission me. What card are we drawing at the moment? We're drawing the Fool, and I need to black that out down there. And then the sides of it scallop out like this. The only deck of tarot cards that I've got is this really kitschy one that's Lovecraft themed, and it's pretty it's pretty bad, honestly, but the book it came with was kind of cool. You're an expert at art when you can frame dirt and make millions. That actually is the opposite order of how it goes. You become famous at art, and then everyone just sort of trusts that anything you make after that point is good. And there's absolutely no real oversight aside from what the collectors say. And the collectors are also the same people who are setting the prices, so they're going to make sure that you are considered godlike amongst whatever community exists. So once you get into their sweet spot, you're just going to be making money. And everyone wants to find the next Warhol before he's big, so that way they can be the next Sotheby or, whatever. There's a really interesting book called was it $2 million, $12 million Shark? Something like that. Worth a read if you want to consider doing art. You found Satan and tarot cards. I mean, there is literally the devil. It's a tarot card. Oh my god. Is that Miku? Is this a Hisinu Miku? What the... Hold on. I'll black out the screen for half a second. Why is there a Hasinu Miku tarot card set? Why the fuck does this exist? Oh, there's a One Piece one. What am I... PVC clothes hanger Hatsune Miku tree. What? What am I reading? What the fuck am I looking at? Hold up. Let me make sure there's no tits on this that will get me banned. It doesn't look like it. I'm gonna show you guys this because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. What the fuck am I looking at? Look. This one piece, and then there's this thing which is horrifying. So it can look like Miku is wearing her clothes, and then there's waifu tarot cards. Okay. That's just offensive to me on every level. I use what do you mean digitizer? Honestly, I just used the Wacom tablet and then whatever software was installed on it. Ever heard of Murday the Artist? It sounds familiar. Do I listen to Yog Sothoth, Lovecraftian doom metal? No, but I should try it. That's fucking weird, man. I'd have to have a P.O. box for you guys to send me shit, and honestly, it'd get used so little that it's not worth getting. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to art now. I don't know why that happened. There's a Miku VR game now. There's a lot of really bad tarot cards, sets. And then there's oracle cards, which are different. I don't understand what they are about, but they're a different sort of thing. They're a different divination method. What's my favorite Vinesauce meme? I would tell you, but it's a secret. Not the porn Miku one. Of course, there's a porn game for Hatsune Miku. Why am I not surprised? I gotta say, the Major Minor, the dev who made that was getting a lot of shit in the comments, and then he showed up, and I'm fairly certain it's him based on the fact that no one would make the videos that person made unless if they were him or someone who's trying very, very hard to convince people that they are them. So yeah, as far as I can tell, that was them. But a lot of people were giving him shit, saying that he's a awful person, yada yada. But he seemed pretty chill. I mean, he said, "Thank you for playing my game," after I shit all over it. Probably didn't watch the video, but you know, he's got shit to do, I'm sure. Kind of not liking some of these lines, but we'll make it work. Like how someone is regretting their decision trying to send me furry tarot cards, but because they're having to look them up. ADX. I'm really not jamming out to this album as much as other Merciful Fate albums. It's not really hitting that sweet spot for me. This is going on after hours, yes. No, the entire thing will. This is the song that I fucking love. I fucking love this song so much. It sounds like the vinyl this was ripped from might have been a little warped, though. I mean, we're doing metal tarot, cat. So y'all wouldn't be in that? They're all done in this style with the skeletons and such. I think this is just a really bad rip of this album. Honestly. But anyway, I was talking about some things that I learned about Abigail because I want to look up the whole numerology thing because I vaguely spoke about how I knew there was something in it. I think 9 is Vinny just subscribed via Twitch Prime. Is that actually Vinny? Hi, Vinny. Thank you, man. I'll take it, man. My first sub. Well, thank you, Vinny. That means a lot, honestly. It really does. Why is there a Frozen tarot deck? Thank you, Vinny. I'm working on my way getting up there. What are you up to today? You sort of found Frozen tarot cards. Oh my god. It's kind of awful. It's kind of really awful. It's very clearly someone's like pet project on like DeviantArt, but no, don't. Wow, no. How's this long has this stream been going on? About an hour. Yeah, this is a really bad rip of this song, to be honest. at home making music. People have been saying that I need to add Blood Bagel to this list of albums. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. I need to listen to it. I feel bad that I haven't. Is this where it's supposed to be scalloped? I'm doing kind of a shit job at drawing tonight. You can turn off the Prime logo thing. I heard that Tommy Wiseau, so I don't know if this story's true. I heard it on the internet, so take it with a grain of salt. Don't feel bad, Rev. It's shit. Well, it's good that you have confidence in your work, man. What is next on our album list here anyway? Kill 'Em All. Good. Kill 'Em All is one of the best things one of the first albums that I really listened to that was metal. No, I mean I can find it on YouTube or whatever. I haven't gotten around to doing it because I've been doing just like this list and other shit that I've been listening to and just being a shit person, honestly. I mean, it's a lot easier to make, like, 200 people calm than 4,000. Because there's a certain percentage of people in chat who would be calm if chat was relatively calm. And then there are people who just want chat to go crazy. And the percentage is so, I mean, there's so few people here that percentage just works out where it stays calm. When you got 4,000 fucking people in a chat room, it's going to be crazy. Especially because everyone wants to, like, get their words seen, you know? It's that way on Flash game nights, and that's only 700 people. It's just, you know, about 5 times more crazy than that. So, chaos happens. It's just how streams work, man. So don't give Vinny a hard time. So Kill 'Em All is probably the first metal album I really listened to, aside from the Mission Impossible soundtrack. Yeah, you could have so many mods, and they can only do so much, because chat goes so fast that there's only so much you can do. This is back when, James Hetfield still acted like he could, like, sing like metal. Thank you, man. And thank you again for subbing. Yeah, when Metallica was doing thrash, they were really good. Like, I think Black Album was probably their last good one. People argue where that point was. Kill 'Em All, was it Reload? I liked, but it was definitely the beginning of the end. MLP tarot cards, Jesus Christ. Oh god, Equestria Tarot. Why would you do that? But I think Seek and Destroy was probably one of the first songs that I just had on repeat. That was metal. Like, I remember distinctly playing Avernum on the shitty little computer that my dad was able to get from a pawn shop that was like right next to the store that he worked at for like $50 or whatever, because someone didn't come back and claim it and he found the ticket. So he gave me this computer and it wouldn't run fucking anything. It didn't even have an internet connection. So I had to like download a game, bust out a floppy disk, and then move it over, which took forever. So I had to like really look into like what I wanted to get off of downloads.com back when it wasn't just a virus trap. I wouldn't call Austin a small town, man, but it's depending on what you call big. Like New York is a lot bigger, like New York City. And who just subbed? Aaron, thank you for subscribing. All right, let's Undertale tarot cards, that doesn't sound awful. It depends on how it's drawn. So, I kind of want to rough that up a bit because I feel like that's a little bit oh, you moved to a small town from Austin. Okay, I was going to say like what, dude? I feel like just everything above his shoulders looks good, but it's only bits that we've actually worked on. We need to get the rib cage going and stuff. Such a Red Letter Media did a review of Undertale. What? I really need to find a good skeleton that I can buy. There's one that's been floating around. You can see it at most Halloween stores right now, and it's like a posable life-size skeleton. And it's like $50 or $60, and I'm thinking about buying it, but I don't think I've got the space for it. And I've kind of forgotten what a human skeleton looks like, honestly. Hold on. The only thing really bad about Undertale is the fandom, and that can be said of any fandom of anything that's popular. It's the same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is not a bad game, you know? It's just the fans are weird, you know? They're young. Same with Undertale. It's not a bad game. It's actually kind of nice. Is it everything that everyone said it is? I don't know about that, but it's definitely a decent game, and it's worth a try if you haven't already. I don't like JRPGs, and it has JRPG elements, and I still like it. So, I'm going to look up skeletons so we have a reference image, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Right, so the thing goes down much... Okay, sternum goes down lower than that. Yeah, I've got to find the space for it. The apartment's very small, so... Doctor Who, I think, is probably the same way. I still haven't gotten around to, the anti-fandom. That's like the second wave of anything that happens. Like, if there's a fandom, then there's the anti-fandom that comes by afterwards. For instance, there are a lot of people of, like, an anti-furry fandom dropping by on my most recent thing. And I gotta admit, most of these songs, like some of these songs, I haven't heard like correctly before because of it was back in my Napster days. Ironically, this is a song that I downloaded along with, you know, whatever else that was included in the pack of things. So it wouldn't just be, you know, Metallica. It would be Metallica and Britney Spears, XX, NSYNC, whatever. And you just be like, I mean, I just wanted Metallica, but if you're gonna give me Britney Spears porn too, I guess, whatever, you know. And then you actually get it, and it's not any of the things that you downloaded, and you get some weird version of "Carry On My Wayward Son" sung by just some random guy on the internet. This may be pitch shifted. Whoever uploaded it might have pitch shifted it so that way. Oh, put it in the backseat of my car, of course. How much is like a medical skeleton? How much are those? Um, wow, $250. Or if you want a tiny one, it's $20. Yeah, it's probably someone trying to avoid copyright. I didn't do it. Wow. They get really expensive. Life-size, fully disarticulated human skeleton with skull anatomical. Very expensive. New 16-inch tall mini human skeleton. How much is a real skeleton? Yeah, see, like 3,000 to like 1,500. I don't know, man. That's a little bit much for me. Oh well. Yeah, I hope. I'm surprised Mike hasn't gotten Twitch partner yet. If you haven't checked out Mike's streams yet, he's good. He does what I do, but he's actually interesting to listen to more often. You should watch him too. I mean, skeletons are free if you steal them. Everything is free if you steal them. I'm trying not to resort to grave robbing. Real skeletons are illegal to use for private use. Well, what if I put it in the background of every single of my videos while I'm talking? Then it wouldn't be for private. It would be for, like, commercial use. Commercial use skeletons. That sounds legit and not horrible. Yeah, I have a feeling that the last album also had some pitch shifting, but it was a lot more random. Consumer grade skeletons. Royalty free skeletons. Hey guys, for this week's video, I'm going to be robbing the graves. Let's see if we, let's bring down the opacity on this a bit. That's a little bit better. And I'm not gonna, really get too detailed into this because I do need to do at least... I would totally fucking 3D print a skeleton. So maybe one of those $60 ones would be better than even a $100 one. You found an XCOM board game? Yeah, I've heard of it. It's actually pretty good, apparently. It's officially licensed and everything. I think I might need to take a break here in a second. I'm trying to think of where I would put a... I think you would like Factorio because it actually has this constant sense of direction. Really. Yeah, let me go ahead and take a quick break. My thing has decided to fuck off for a second, so... I will be right back. I'm going to leave the music pumping for those of you on After Hours. I'm just going to mute myself, and hopefully I remember to mute the audio when I upload it as well. Sorry if I don't. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to pee and get some something to drink. And you guys are back too. Cool. I wonder if Rev will do some spooky stuff for October. I need to. I don't know what yet. Still can't fucking believe that Vinny subscribed to me. That's really fucking cool. I mean, he subscribed to me on YouTube or whatever, but like, Twitch costs money, man. That feels nice. It really does feel nice. Burger Emperor Tarot card. I don't know. You're gonna find some weird shit in the... Because people like to make tarot cards. Like, they like making explicitly just the major arcana. And they don't like doing, like, the full set, which is where I feel like I'm pulling myself out. Is, I'm doing something a little bit different by doing the whole damn thing. I kind of like the thin lines over the thick ones, so I'm actually going to Control Z until we're back to where we were at. There we go. I mean, no, dude. I'm still going to be happy about it. You guys count too. But I look up to him a lot as a streamer. Like, I think his streams are good, and they're good. So, it's a cool feeling, man. That's all. And I think I've added an extra rib on one side and not the other side, so I need to... Hey, Hoots. How you doing? There's something weird going on as far as that. The ribs don't look right. I still haven't watched all of your I've actually only watched it live. Your stream you did Hootie of fucking This is the police. That looked really good though. That looked like a really good Hootie game. Do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like I'm gonna cheat by putting some like flesh and stuff, so that way I don't actually have to like do this shit. Put some flesh on the skeleton, so I don't have to actually draw it all. And there's like one up here. There's the floating rib that just connects up, and it doesn't actually connect up with the sternum or whatever. I mean, I don't fucking understand anatomy. If I understood anything about anatomy, I wouldn't be an artist. I'd be like a doctor or whatever. Get paid shit tons of money paying off a doctorate degree. I'm going to save real quick just in case if we fuck this up. Ad text here is looking up tarot cards based on random fan bases. So that's what his question is about. He's already looked up Undertale and such. I don't know, man. Oh shit, that's the wrong layer. Fuck. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna add some flesh on here. Just fucking... because I don't feel like trying to actually do all of this. I'm surprised that the bass player is actually even considered in a Metallica album. It's kind of weird. Steven Universe is actually a fairly decent show. It's got some weird episodes and it's got some weird shit, but honestly, it's like it's worth your time to check out. It gets heavier the longer it goes on, but the first few are cute, you know? Did I say it was an anime? Yeah, basically lesbian space rocks. Well, yeah, and like I was saying earlier, all fandoms are shit after a while. I think I usually skipped this one, or I never had it on any of the ripped copies I had. Sorry to anyone I've disillusioned. The purer the source material is, the worse the fan base is. Sonic is maybe a good example of that, yeah? I mean, I was listening to this stuff when I was like 16 or so. So it's really me. 16 might be a little late, actually. It might have been earlier than that. But it was like, it was just so cool to listen to metal because it was such a thing that my parents wouldn't listen to and wouldn't let me listen to. Although they totally let me to. But, you know. I'm surprised Sonic is still a thing, to be honest. I don't really understand how it's still able to keep going. Like, they consistently don't make good Sonic games, from my understanding. Oh, Hootie, if you ever come down to Texas, I'm taking you to Torchy's then. Torchy's has the best tacos in Texas. It's very Tex-Mex, very bastardized Mexican food, but holy shit, it's good. It's really good. If you ever make your way down to Texas in general, if you're ever in the Austin area, anyone in chat, go to Torchy's. Not sponsored by them or anything, but they're fucking great, man. I love this song. I love this album, honestly. Torchy's is good. Sauce Lobster and Sauce Lobber. There you go. You were saying I should pronounce your name wrong. Violent Viking, both from Austin. Did we say Sonic cards? I'm sure that's already been requested. God damn it. Need to get my tablet working. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna buy a new one, honestly. You're from north of Houston, okay. I wasn't sure how far north it went. ADX NSP. It's like you literally mash keys to get your name. I'm not going to try and pronounce it better than that. Fucking. Talking of, when's there going to be a Vinesauce tarot deck? Well, here's the deal. If I thought about doing that actually first, but then I realized that someone would have to be the fool. And I would figure that Joel might get a little bit offended when I did that. And plus, like, who gets to be what? Like, who gets to be the Hierophant? Like, who gets to be, like, does that make... I don't know who it would be. The lovers would be Ralph Bluton and Beer. Okay. A JoJo tarot set seems a little bit redundant. I see Jin as the fool. Really? Damn, Hootie. Damn. Where did that shade come from? Put Chad as the fool. Didn't he make an entire album dedicated to you sucking? Yep. I love getting messages about it every single day, too. Come on. Come on. Oh, Harley. Gotcha. I was gonna say, like, what's this about? Sorry. My tablet has this issue where the cord has been pulled out, and so it has to be taped down back into position, and then it'll work again. And sometimes when I'm jiggling my leg to the music, I unhinge the tape. Limes can be Justice. Yol can be the Hermit. Okay. Sounds like you guys have already figured this out. So there's a project for any artists out there that need a project. Vinesauce Tarot Deck. It would probably just be the major arcana, because the minor arcana would be really hard to do with that. That's pretty fucking metal. I want to give him, like, drippy arms, and then I think we're done. I'm using very technical terms. Oh, Hootie, I don't think I thanked you. That guy that you tweeted the other day messaged me back, and he's going to be checking me out for that position. So, thank you again. Goddamn. I might have to use Tilda's Wacom tablet for the rest of this stream. I don't think it's set up. In fact, I know it's not set up for this computer. Thank you, Hoots. What are you up to today, Hoots? I feel like I need to clean that up some. That doesn't look quite right. I love how, like, early Metallica is just like some shit happens and then Kurt Hammett just freaks out for a minute and then it goes back to the song. Just washing the dishes. Gotcha. You found meme tarot. God. You found Rev's secret. Oh God. Wow. Meme tarot does not need to exist. Doge fool. I think I need to fix his eyes, and then we can call this one it. I have no idea anything about how Psy works or how tablets work, so I'm really sorry you're having that problem, dude. But I don't know why that would be. I like Psy. I have never had problems with it, but I've only ever used one tablet with it, so. Okay, is this gonna look right when I do it like this? And give him the eyes that shouldn't be there in a skull. All right. Later, Vin. You have a good one. Yeah. Coral, I've heard, is a pretty good program, but I've never used it. Alright, cool. I'm going to save this, and then we'll move on to the next card. So in the reading I got today, it was the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups. No, it was the Five of Swords for past, the Tower for present, and I forget was the other one. I think it was the Ten of Cups. So money will be coming into my future soon. Through a unexpected but very sudden change, which will be a change from my past of not having. Or maybe it's just that my life will be going better. But that's totally fine. Can you look up some of the shit that you've looked up? It's fine, dude. If someone wants to look it up, they can. I've been repeating it so people on After Hours can check it, and people in chat can click any of the links you put. Hey, Kick and Wag. How you doing, man? Alright, so because of that, I kind of want to do, like the tower. So I had this vision of how the tower should be laid out, and it's going to be a little bit like this, where it's like, so the tower, let me double check. I'll find it real quick, and then I'll read off whatever it says. Here we go. So, in the original, it looks like it's the Tower of Babel being hit by lightning, which, if you know the Bible, the Tower of Babel is why everyone speaks different languages, according to it. So basically, sudden change. Although, this actually does not explain it at all. So that's not good. That's actually incredibly useless. Let's try the other book. Let me rephrase. What you got started doing paintings like this? I just like doing art, man. And it's always been a part of me. I'm not good at music, so I basically have to, have some other way of creating, and art's kind of my thing. I don't know how it ended up that way. So according to this much easier to read book, complete disruptions and disagreements in life that are sudden and difficult to deal with and are necessary to abandon past ties. Coping with the disruption can eventually lead to enlightenment. Reversed, it means that the worst of it's over and it's getting better. So I kind of want to make it look a little bit like the original. Instead of lightning, I just want it to be like a fucked up tower. God damn it. What card is this? This will be the tower. You know what we could also be doing? So on the bottom of all these, there needs to be like some sort of banner that's like, But anyway, so why I do this specifically, honestly, metal culture has this sort of style ingrained into it. you look at a lot of like, especially like war metal or black metal stuff, and you'll see like this kind of art all over the place. It's usually done a lot rougher, because I think it's done by people who aren't done really by like it wasn't really, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that sentence. I'll figure it out later. So we're going to have a skeleton. He's going to be moving forward, and he's like a skeleton soldier dude. Should he have a sword or an assault rifle? Yeah, the tours emoticon always like freaks me out a bit, because there was a bit when we first started using Twitch chat over whatever chats we were using before, that the tour logo was pretty much an indication that you were like they were hacking, like a World War II rifle with a bayonet. The other one I was gonna suggest was like I love this song so much. I was kind of thinking, instead of a bolt action, like whatever those helicopter guns are. I just put helicopter kun down, and hopefully yeah, like he's like the Doom dude or whatever, and he's just running around with one of these motherfuckers. So it's between that. I mean, a rifle with a bayonet would be cool. I kind of like, yeah, like an M60 or a flintlock. That would be fine. What about a gun that shoots swords? The rifle with the bayonet would be cool, yeah. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're doing with him in a minute, but we need to move his arm up just a bit, I think. Actually, let's move the entire drawing up. Straw pull it? It's fine. I'm just kind of asking for, like, general, what do you guys think? A minigun with a bayonet. That is the most useless combination of things, and it's awesome. I might take that. And this is definitely going to be a skeleton dude, and he's going to be like, nah, and he's going to see, the reason I want him to be shooting is that way it's like his face can be all lit up, and the background can be all fucked up and bombed, and because that's what's going on in the tower. Like shit's fucked, but it's about to unfuck itself, but it's got to be real fucked first. But another thing that we could be doing with our time right now is figuring out where we're gonna put like the thing, like the little logo at the bottom, so that way we know. God, that needs work. Probably fix that one up later. So far, I'm more or less happy with what we've got. Like, the cup needs to be fixed, and that pentagram needs to be fixed, and justice needs to be cleaned up. I may just dedicate one stream to just fixing shit. But I think just continuing to move forward. Any suggestions to stop feeling broken inside? Just relax and watch a stream, man. So I don't know what that's going to be like, because I think on, what is it? So on Rider Weight, it's just like, the bottom half of the thing is like that, and it's just like, I can't spell, but you know. Where's Mafa? Mafa is asleep because it's a really bad time for him. I might have to do that, man. That might be good. What is this one that I've got here? Is that just how tarot cards are laid out? These don't look like they've actually got, like, the name of the card on them. No, this one has it at the top. So it can either go down at the bottom or at the top. That could be okay like that. Here, hold on. We're going to try it out. We're going to, for the full, we just got done doing the full. I'm going to add another layer above it. And we're just going to have, like, a white line. Whoops. There we go. And then we just go straight across, down a bit. Might be better at the top. I mean, this is on a separate layer, so if we fuck it up, it's fine. Oops. Forget that on Psi, it's like subtract or something to delete. I don't know, I'll just use the eraser. Move the skeleton up a tad. Just seeing what it looks like right now. So, and then maybe like a box around it. Or should we just have it like... Oh, I'm using white again. I'd probably use like an actual like text font thing rather than trying to actually type it out, because I feel like that would look like shit if I tried to do it like that. So it's either going to be like, how long have I been around? Since Soma? I don't know. I don't remember. Possibly. Kind of depends on what card we're looking at. See, like on that one, I think I designed most of them with the idea that they'd be on the bottom. Yeah, so I think it needs to be on the bottom. So let me move this down. You can make an entire border around the entire card. I feel like that looks pretty good. Fulo. Well, it's the 0. The Fool is the 0th card, which is weird, but just the way it works out. Because all the major arcana are numbered separately. So, like, the Fool is 0 and the Magician is 1? Something like that. God damn it. Be drawing more once my thing comes back. Here's how to frame or a border. I'd like for it to be like standardized, so that way where you know where the bottom of the card is. Gotta wait for my tablet to come back to the world of living. It's especially finicky today. Maybe I just don't have enough tape on it today. I don't know what the deal is. Now, does it need a line here or not? Like a couple of lines just to let you know where the... How does this look with other cards? Hey, Steezel. That looks a lot more finished with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the sign a template. I'm just making sure it's like, I'm gonna get it right once, and then we'll go from there. A border would make it feel a whole lot more polished, yeah. Well, thank you. I think it's pretty good as well. Is that going too high up? Yeah, on some of these I feel like it goes too high up. Yeah, let's bring that one, let's bring the thing down a bit. I'm just trying to have plenty of room to write out whatever I'm going to write. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so we're going to call this, text box. I don't want it to be overly complex because there's no point in that. The other option is putting, like, metal font in the background. And, I feel like that would be really confusing. See you, gun. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing. Which was this. So I just want to get that in line because that was something that we were going to work out at some point. Come on, there you go. Just gotta wait for my tablet to stop dying. I'm gonna go and get a new one tomorrow or something. I don't know, man. Do I have more duct tape just around? Like, I do have some duct tape right here. Hold on. My tablet keeps disconnecting and connecting. How long is this album before we do that? So it may be time to stop. Next one would be Them. I paused it. Sorry. Them is a really fucking good album. So I'm very tempted. And then someone recommended Stronghold, apparently. And Nevermore. Haven't heard either of them. So do I want to keep going for another hour? Because once we start Them, I cannot let that go. Them followed by the Black Album, then Opus... I don't know how to pronounce this. The fucking first Ghost album. Which is more or less just Scooby-Doo chase theme music, but, you know, whatever. Okay, get the duct tape on there. And does that hold it in position better? It might as well... yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it might be time to... What do you guys think? Can we go another hour? I kind of want to... But I kind of also want to stop. Let me take another... Because we got to get up in the morning. Actually, we don't. I have a shit ton of caffeine in me right now. More, my dude? Okay. I think I should keep going. So this is Them. Them, if you guys don't know, is probably one of my favorite like storylines as far as a King Diamond album goes. Abigail's probably my favorite. It's good. It's good shit, and I think let's just keep going with it. So for those of you on After Hours, I'm going to count in again. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go. There's some bits of the storyline that I don't quite get, but I will, if you guys want, give you the rundown of what's happening. If my thing keeps messing up like this, I don't know if I want to keep going, but I think I've got enough. God damn it. Did like you do with the last one. So here's some ghosts talking about someone returning home. Later, whoever's leaving. Serpent. What's this background noise? This is the first track off of Them. Probably one of the most famous King Diamond album or songs right here. No, I'm good. I got it. The thing's bent. That's why I can't get it in. So I'm just going to switch over to Tilda's thing. The USB cable itself has been crimped on Tilda's. But if I can fix it, cool. Is it still? Oh, it's showing you the BRB thing still. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I thought of the best costume. You could be Ichimatsu from Otsumatsu-san. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I still had the BRB up. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just trying to get the thing to working. I'm just gonna use Tilda's tablet because oh god. Oof. It's a little bit it's upside down. That might be the problem. Let's gonna be very hard to use from this angle, actually. No XCOM? No, I'm probably gonna be doing this. Actually, we might have to call it, because I don't have a functional tablet right now. This one's not working all that well. Oh, it's not working at all. And it's doing the opposite of what I'm doing? Is it upside down or not? What's going on? Yeah, we may have to stop tonight, guys, because honestly, Tilda's thing, I'd need to install stuff. I was streaming earlier today, yeah. Don't worry, XCOM can save us. I might have to do something like XCOM if I decide to keep streaming. Tilda's tablet doesn't seem to work. Let me see if I can suffer through a little bit more. Such a fucking awesome riff, man. Sorry for those of you that aren't listening to the music. Like, that was just dead air for the longest time, but I was just trying to get my tablet to work. As long as it keeps working like this, I'm fine. Just when it's cutting out every now and then, and you'll hear the doo-doo. Actually, on After Hours, you won't. But when it cuts out, like, I can't draw and I lose control of my mouse for a minute, which means that I can't even continue going with my mouse, which is, like, right here. Like, the mouse is just, like, in two different spots because it's still... And I love this song! I don't know. Part of me wants to go as King Diamond this year or Papa Emeritus or something like that. But that's a lot of work and a lot of money. Adam Jensen came up as an idea, but... honestly, the latest Deus Ex game was so boring that I kind of don't want to do that. I just joined. What are we drawing? We're drawing the Tower, which is a tarot card. We're doing an entire set of tarot cards. This current song is Invisible Guess by King Diamond. It's off of Them. It's an amazing song. Last one was Welcome Home. That is a little bit ironic, yeah. But a lot of the original tarot card, like the original, I say. Okay, it's actually getting to the point where I can't fucking even draw because of how fucked it is. So I'm gonna have to stop streaming right now. I'm really sorry, guys. But I can't use my tablet well enough to be able to draw. But we'll play the entire album over again next time because I can't stop halfway through. You need to listen to this entire fucking album. I'm sorry, just the tablet's fucking up too much for me to be able to actually draw. It keeps cutting out. XCOM. Let me see what Tilda's up to. If she's still working on homework, I'll check on it. I'm gonna. I'll install the driver for Tilda's tablet for next time, but it's gonna be I can't get a new USB cord, unfortunately, because the cord is like built into the thing. It's not like the new ones where it's not. So anyway, let me show you guys now where we're at. I can still use my mouse, but I don't really want to try and draw with my mouse. So we've got the Tower, which we're starting on. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got another version of the Four of Pentacles, which we discussed earlier. The Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Blades, the Cup, or Ace of Cups, which I think I'm going to move up, but I'll worry about that later. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Major Arcana. We have the Fool that we did today, which looks really good. I really like how that worked. Yeah, the cable is actually built into the thing, so I can't replace it. If I could, as easily as that, I would. I've stuffed it back in there, but it's just popping out. I don't know what happened. Like, the cable's really long, so it got twisted or something. We've got Justice, which I feel like I need to fix the face. Like, it doesn't have teeth. So, I may do that off stream. Otherwise, it's pretty okay. The Hermit, which was the first one we did, and I still think is one of the better ones. And then the Hanged Man, which I feel like needs to be... something needs to happen. This area is too blank. Although, I don't know. It looks better with this box down here. Like, it breaks up that negative space that just went on a little bit too long. So maybe it's better. I don't know. XCOM. I'm going to see what Tilda is up to. So stick around and chat. I'm going to ask her. I'm going to turn off the stream and then, yeah. Probably not a good time to try and commission me, even though that link just popped up in chat, because I don't have a way of doing it. There are at least 2 people who want XCOM. Yeah, I mean, I know, but I've also got to see what I can do. So if I can, I will, but something's wrong with the rope or whatever. Can you put on your camera so I can get a reference for some art? I think the camera's offline as well. I've been having some weird technical issues recently. But I'm gonna have to buy a new tablet, it looks like, so I'll see what the one at Half Price Books that looks pretty okay. But I'll see if I can get Tilda's to work first. Let me check and see if there's any art, and then that way if we don't come back after the break with XCOM, then we'll just switch over. For some reason, I don't have the Boru open anymore. Where's the Boru? It's really annoying, actually. Oh, there is one new piece of art, and I actually saw it on Twitter. Speaking of which, actually, there's another piece of art that I noticed. Let's see, where was it? It was from earlier today. There it is. It was by Ghost Tears. I'm gonna show this one off. I'm gonna show off the one that's on the Boru as well. Give me a sec to give you a screen region. Later, Highland. Got to check the Twitter one as well. All right, so we've got this one from, who did this? Wario EAG, who has managed to capture Hazel in a way that no other artist, I think, so far has. Everyone draws her like being all deformed and stuff, but this person has managed to get that plus the just creepiness of her really down pat. So good job, Wario EG. Superb, it says in blood. It's horrifying. You did a good job. And then we've got this one by Ghost Tears at ORJII420. Blaze it. On the Blaze It part's not part of their name. You can see it down here. Anyway, that's who they are on Twitter, and they did this art of me hanging out in Stardew Valley. Perfect. It's good. I like this, man. It's cute. And then there's another one way up here. Hold on. There it is. By Mist the Fire. Not sure how they're doing these, but it's pretty... I think they're like taking images or something? I don't know. But they've got some cool filter and something that they're using. I like it. But Miss the Fire. At Miss_the Fire. So, there's that. And I believe that is all the art for now. I may be back. I may not be. My body is doing some weird things with the amount of caffeine that's in it right now. I'm going to run an ad for 3 minutes, and then I'll be back. See you in a second. And I'm back, and I don't think you guys are yet because that was not 3 minutes, but I'm gonna stop and start stream once the 3 minutes is up, and then I think what we'll do is I'll play some XCOM. Tilda is still working on homework, so can't really hang out with her. So streaming sounds like it's good, and I honestly still have a shit ton of energy from the coffee I was drinking. I think it was probably on the recording, but I made this awful groaning sound because I thought Audacity actually crashed, and that would have been fucking awful, because that would have meant that this entire stream would have had to have been deleted, and I wouldn't have been able to upload it to After Hours. So, you guys can hear me again. Hello. I'll be right back with XCOM. Give me a second to stop and start stream so I don't have to actually do any other editing. Am I supposed to be getting non-stop ads? Yes, for the last 3 minutes or so, yes. Alright, I will be right back. Give me a sec.